And you are looking at a live view of the SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket, and of course I have a new updated intro, and the delay is much less. The quality is way better, and the audio will be way better for the stream, as we have been having internet issues for the past few days, but we no longer have any. I apologize for the internet issues which would not allow me to stream. Hopefully we will not have any audio cutouts for this entire stream. Updated microphones soon. So welcome to the live stream. And as you can see, this is our all new Falcon 9 with all the Merlin engines at the bottom. It is no longer one engine bell. It is the entire engine. Or I don't know. I don't really know what to call it. It is the entire. All of the engines, all of the Merlin engines at the bottom. Now there is only a 15-second delay besides the 45-second delay that there was before. Thank you for joining. We are standing at L minus 11 minutes and 25 seconds, and I will stand by until launch. And unfortunately, we do not have the microphones at the launch pad for today, but we will get them shortly. And if you do hear a sound in the background, that is an air conditioner that I'm using to keep my room cold, because I don't know if you know about anything about around sea, anything like that, but it is currently summertime in the United States of America, and it is hot in my room. It's nighttime, but it's still hot, so I apologize. So, yeah, thank you. It is now at terminal count at T minus 9 minutes 45 seconds. And at around T minus 30 minutes, which was a while back, we had to delay the live stream once more for more internet issues, but we are now live. It is around sunset at LZ1, and the sun is actually setting behind us, I do believe. So liftoff will be around shortly, but fuel loading started at T minus 30 minutes and has been continuing, and will stop around T minus 6 minutes, which is coming in around 2 minutes. Now, for more information about today's payload, which is the XENON Gamma Ray Space Telescope. The SpaceX Falcon 9 is carrying the XENON Gamma Ray Space Telescope, and unlike Hubble, it only absorbs the gamma light wave spectrum for a deeper look into the galaxies and pulsar stars. The telescope will also scan these and discover how radiation travels through the vacuum of space, and will also do studies on our sun to observe radiation coming from the sun and the impact it has on the ozone layer. And unfortunately, we did delay today's launch to 2:15 A.M. EDT due to internet issues. And yeah, that is the purpose of the XENON Gamma Ray Space Telescope. It is now at T minus 7 minutes and 52 seconds. Thank you for joining, and we will launch shortly. Now, For more information, this is B1005, and this is the fourth launch of this booster. This booster previously supported the it was off-screen launch, but it previously supported the Communications Dome Satellite Dish 1, which I don't know if we can find it anywhere. DomeSat Dish 1, that is used for our communication satellites on the ground, and it is for a communication satellite. This third launch was for this one. The previous launch for this one, I think, was the Tesla Cybertruck launch, and yes, that was a launch that it also supported. Will be the fourth launch, which is the most launches we've had on the booster yet. B1005 is just right behind it at 3 launches and 3 landings. T-minus 6 minutes 27 seconds. First stage. T-minus 6 minutes. Second stage. Fuel unlocks loading complete. Today's launch favorability is standing at a high 95%, with the only concern being the clouds above the recovery site, which are looking very scarce at the moment, so we do seem good for launch. T-minus 4 minutes and 50 seconds. And the sun has just set behind the Falcon 9, and we are ready for I think, a dusk. Yes, we are ready for a dusk launch. We are taking a closer look of this booster, which is B1004, which has supported the Tesla Cybertruck and many off-screen launches, and it is going on its 4th launch today. Inside the fairing on top of the Falcon 9 is the XENON Gamma Ray Space Telescope. And once again, unlike Hubble, it only absorbs a gamma light wave spectrum for a deeper look into the images of galaxies and pulsar stars, so we can perform studies on these stars and see how they affect the gravitational fields and how radiation from them travels through the vacuum of space. It will also take a look at our sun to observe radiation coming from the sun and the impact it has on the ozone layer. Now, the XENON gamma ray spacescope takes up almost all the space inside this fairing and is a very heavy payload for today's launch, which is why it may take a little bit longer for us to ascend into the atmosphere. And today, the booster B1004 will be attempting to land on the Of Course I Still Love You drone ship positioned east from the launch site. Now, we have been using Just Read the Instructions for the past, I don't know how many launches, and it has received some damage on board, so it is unsuitable for any more boosters to land on it at the moment. So we will be switching to land on the Of Course I Still Love You drone ship positioned east from the launch zone. Standing at T-minus 1 minute and 39 seconds. At T-minus 45 seconds, we'll have a go-no-go poll for today's launch to see if we are go for today's launch or we are not go for today's launch. It will most likely be a go for launch unless something happens with the Falcon 9 rocket that will cause us to scrub or abort. T-minus 1 minute, Falcon 9 has entered startup. T-minus 45 seconds, go-no-go poll. LZ1 is go. XENON, go. Second stage and is go. Weather is go, and the launch recovery zone is a go. We are good for launch. T-minus 30 seconds. T-minus 15 seconds. Stand by for terminal count. T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Ignition. And liftoff of the Falcon 9 rocket from LZ-1 carrying the XENON space. Vehicle is pitching downrange. Shortly, we will have a period of maximum dynamic pressure where the vehicle have maximum aerodynamic pressure that is exceeded on the rocket, which will throttle down to 40% during this period. Throttling down for max Q. Falcon 9 is supersonic. Falcon 9 has passed through max Q. Pause, game freeze. Falcon 9 is continuing to climb normally. Game has frozen again. I'm deeply sorry for these. These are an iOS related bug, and I cannot avoid it. It is taking a little bit longer for us to break the atmosphere today, as the XENON Space Telescope is a heavier payload. Stage separation confirmed. MVAC ignition. MVAC ignition confirmed. Fairing deployment. XENON Space Telescope is exposed to the vacuum of space. Has been saved. And the second stage is continuing nominally for its orbital insertion burn. The entry burn for the first stage will begin in around 1 minute. Seco. First stage, re-entry burn ignition. The re-entry burn will last around 30 seconds. This will help slow us down for the re-entry in Earth's atmosphere to avoid the booster from being shredded to pieces on the aerodynamic pressures from entering the atmosphere. And where we are landing at, it does appear to be daytime still, so we are not far behind. Falcon 9 first stage, transonic. Landing burn ignition. landing leg deployment. And the Falcon 9's first stage, B1004, has made its 4th official landing on the Of Course I Still Love You drone ship position east from the launch zone. That was a beautiful shot we had there. Beautiful landing leg deployment shot and beautiful landing shot. Please stand by for us. We have just reached sunset on the just read the instructions. I mean, not the just read the instructions. Of Course I Still Love You drone ship. SES-1. Nominal orbital insertion. Sorry for the long burn there. I did have a little bit of trouble reorienting it, but we have reached our target apoapsis and periapsis of 45.0 kilometers. Please stand by for the deployment of the XENON gamma ray space scope. If you are just now joining us, you have missed a wonderful stream that has concluded the fourth mission of our booster, the fourth reflown mission of this booster that we have just used. And the orbit has been successfully reached, and we are just now standing by for the deployment of the XENON, which will happen in around 1 minute. Stand by for XENON deployment. Deployment confirmed. Here we have a good shot of the XENON space telescope drifting off into space. Solar panels extended. It does appear we have a little bit of trouble turning on the RCS on the XENON Space Telescope. We are using the onboard ion thruster. Ion thruster burn completed. Deorbit burn shut down. It does look like we've had an issue with the deorbit burn. Looks like it failed to keep itself oriented. So we will keep you posted on this. In order to deorbit this booster, we are going to have to use the onboard RCS thrusters, because it does not look like the MVAC engine does not look like the MVAC engine wants to cooperate with us right now. Second stage, full shut off. Deorbit burn complete. And that will conclude our live stream for today. Thank you for joining us, and that will conclude our live stream for today. Thank you for joining. We have successfully deployed the XENON Gamma Ray Space Telescope into low Earth orbit with the SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket, and we have successfully landed the first stage booster for the 4th time on the, of course, I Still Love You drone ship positioned east from the launch site. Thank you for joining. That will conclude our live stream. Please join us for the next launch.